What's up, guys? Dom here with Restricted America. I know I just put out a video about what the State House News Service said pertaining to Governor Healy and her spokesperson. It's possible that they could technically put an emergency preamble after signing, although I personally, based on my own research, don't believe that that's constitutional and actually legal. But I guess we'll see what this tyrant has in store for us. But there's actually more breaking news, and this is off of Gun Owners Action League's Facebook page. So basically, I'm going to read directly from it. Massachusetts Attorney General seeks guidance from Chapter 135 supporters to determine if the referendum to repeal the law meets constitutional standards. So as you know, right now, gun owners in Massachusetts are trying to repeal H.4 885, now known as Chapter 135. We're trying to repeal it through a referendum vote. It was filed with the State House just the other day, and now it is in the 8 Attorney General's hands to determine if it's constitutional. Our Attorney General, Andrea Campbell, is no friend of the Second Amendment and will probably do anything she can to stop this, as well as Maura Healey. So I'll continue reading now. August 13th, 2024. On August 12th, 2024, the 10 original signers to initiate a referendum petition to repeal Chapter 135 received an email from the Massachusetts Attorney General. See below. The email explained that the Secretary of the Commonwealth had asked the Attorney General to make a ruling on whether the proposed referendum complies with Article 48 of the Massachusetts Constitution. It is a very simple determination that the Attorney General should be capable of discerning in a few minutes. Instead, the Attorney General's office has sought guidance on the matter from a host of outside sources, many of which likely had a hand in writing the new law. It is confusing that the Attorney General would be seeking opinions from the very people that likely wrote Chapter 135. The AG's only job right now is to determine if the petition meets constitutional standards, which it clearly does. And this was said by Jim Wallace, Executive Director of GOAL and first signer of the referendum. Why in the world would the AG need the input of anti-civil rights organizations to interpret a constitution she is supposed to fully understand and protect? It would appear that the Attorney General is trying to find an excuse to deny the petition. From her email, she is likely looking for support from the anti-civil rights groups to back such a position. Like most of the history of Chapter 135, the bulk of the process is questionable at best. Should the Attorney General deny the petition, we will be seeking legal action. Other than the original signers of the petition, the AG is seeking opinions from Mass Chiefs, Fraternal Order of Police, Massachusetts Coalition to Prevent Gun Violence, Everytown, Giffords, Brady United, Gary Klein Consulting, former AG staffer who authorized the 2006 assault weapon piece, Mass Executive Office of Public Safety. All really no friends of the Second Amendment, besides the 10 original signers. Email from the Attorney General staff, Mass. So this is the actual email that they wrote to the signers of the petition. As you may be aware, the Secretary of the Commonwealth has asked the Attorney General to opine whether the referendum filed on Chapter 135 of the Acts of 2024, in parentheses, an act modernizing firearm laws, complies with the constitutional standards set forth for referenda in Amendment Article 48 of the Massachusetts Constitution. I will be coordinating the Attorney General's review of that inquiry with my colleague Phoebe Fisher-Grobin. You are receiving this email because you have been identified as a person or entity who may wish to provide input on the question whether Chapter 135 of the Acts of 2024 is a law that may be the subject of a referendum. Please be advised that the Attorney General's review is limited to whether the law may be the subject of a referendum under Amendment Article 48. It will not extend to policy or other legal or constitutional considerations. In addition, the Attorney General is charged with preparing a fair and concise summary of the law. Because this matter is time sensitive, if you wish to provide input on the question whether this law may be properly be the subject of a referendum, please do so by email on or before Wednesday, August 14th, 2024. So literally tomorrow. We appreciate your confirming any input to the narrow legal question before us. We will also solicit input in our draft summary of the law when we are ready to do so. If you wish to submit your own draft summary for our consideration prior to that, please also do so ASAP. If you are aware of any other otherwise interested parties, please let me know so I can include them in this process, or feel free to forward this message to them. Kindly reply all with all future correspondence on these petitions to facilitate an open process where you have the opportunity to respond to the other's input to the extent possible within our time constraints. And of course, please reach out with any questions about the process. So, their email tried to make it sound like they were all, nice and, angel-like, but we know what she actually is trying to do. She's trying to draw out the time, as much time as possible, and she's trying to put a stop on this referendum. Can she actually do it? I don't believe so. I think this is just a stupid stance that she's trying to take right now, because she knows that this is going to go, whether she likes it or not, this is going to go to a vote. Whether we win the vote or not, that's a separate question, but this is going to go to a vote. This is a democracy. This isn't a banana republic. This is how it's supposed to work. The Attorney General, the governor, are not our dictators. They don't decide how our democracy works. The Constitution says that. She's actually trying to stop this. Yes, I do think she actually is trying to stop this, but I don't think this is going to work. I think this is just a stupid ploy to try to draw out time. And I did want to update you with this, though, because I'm trying to update people with everything about H4 885 in Massachusetts. I'm trying to keep everybody informed and aware, and I want you guys to make your own opinions about this. I don't want to be the person that's telling you how to think. I appreciate everyone that's watching these videos. I know this was kind of shorter in just kind of reading off of this, but I want to make sure everyone's updated. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like it. If you guys have any comments or concerns, put them down in the comments section. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure to do that now. Other than that, stay informed and stay unrestricted, folks.